Welcome. This is the program What's That Barrel on Army TV. My name is Serhii Lipko. This is Amur, an operator with the Special Operations Forces. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And today we're talking pistols, the German Heckler Koch and the Czech CZ. I suggest we start with this one. I'll hand it over to you.
What we have here is the Heckler Koch SFP9-SF. The system of this pistol is striker-fired, like a Glock, meaning it doesn't have a hammer.
That's the moment when if you say, like a Glock, everybody immediately understands. Quality, solid, serious. You mentioned the absence of a hammer. The hammer is an important thing. That piece right here. And that's what fundamentally sets it apart from its Czech brother.
Yes. On this pistol we already have a hammer and a decocker. That's what differentiates it from essentially the Heckler & Koch pistol.
Otherwise, is the caliber the same?
The caliber is the same, 9 by 19 millimeters. Magazine capacity on the CZ is 19 rounds. The Heckler & Koch holds 15 rounds.
And you very smoothly pulled out the magazine. While here, mine doesn't drop with a push button, but with this paddle lever, ambidextrous, on both sides. I press it like this.
You could say the Heckler & Koch is quite comfortable for a left-handed shooter, because it has an ambidextrous magazine release. It's located under the trigger guard. On the CZ, unfortunately, the magazine release button is only on one side. My fingers aren't exactly short, but it's fairly uncomfortable for me to drop the magazine quickly because of the large grip.
With this particular pistol, in an ideal world, was it designed so you fire your string and then drop the mag with your index finger? Or are you supposed to hit it with your thumb from this side?
It depends on what's more comfortable for you to work with. By the way, it's actually pretty convenient to press it with your middle finger. Try it.
The middle finger, you're using that. Not typical, but
quite convenient.
Maybe the viewers can't see it, but we're standing here under a downpour. Heavy rain, we're soaked. How sensitive are these pistols to moisture? And in general, how delicate are they in use?
Modern pistols are fairly resistant to weather conditions and contamination. We've used them in combat, in full mud. And still, when you need it, it works. Right now we can try field stripping and reassembling these examples to see how everything functions inside.
All right, let's start with the more complex one. The CZ
P-09. First we remove the magazine and check for a round in the chamber. On this pistol, we have an element called a decocker. It allows you to safely lower the hammer without striking the firing pin.
Back in my day, I was also forbidden to do it the wrong way. I had a TT, and you had to do it like this. You'd put your finger here to block it.
Yes, that's mandatory because on the TT, the firing pin takes the hit directly, and then it can crack or break apart.
So it's not a myth. The first sergeant was right?
Yes.
I thought it was just scare tactics.
It's better not to dry fire or mess with the pistol for no reason if you have time, because at some point it can fail you.
Support the channel with a like and subscribe.
As for the field strip itself, I'll point out this detail. On the CZ, on both sides, on the slide and on the frame, there are small marks. For disassembly, we need to align them. Here they are, tiny marks. After we line them up, we have to push out the slide stop pin. Let's try to do that now. We start pressing out the pin. The pin comes out as a separate piece. After that, we remove the slide from the frame. Separate the recoil spring and then remove the barrel itself. Then we move to the frame. It's polymer with the fire control group inside.
All right, I've got the Heckler and Koch. You already explained how it comes apart. Of course, we'll start from the basics.
Remove the magazine. Always better to check. Engage the slide stop.
We just need to pull the slide back and lock it on the slide stop. Let's do it. Hold on. Pull it back and somewhere right here it should catch. There, like that. After that, it's almost too simple. We just rotate this lever down.
Take it off the slide stop.
And that's it? We've disassembled it?
Yes, yes, yes.
I'll also note that little moment of fear, like the spring is about to launch itself across the room. On both of these, they're pretty user-centered. Small, captive, not flying anywhere. The spring is already under control, compressed.
And it's on a guide rod right away.
Very convenient. After that, everything comes apart the same way as on yours. I'll point out, the grip is light, very light.
Compared to the CZ, we can compare, the weight is roughly the same.
No, the CZ is heavier. Here, try it.
A bit heavier. I think maybe because of the hammer. Maybe the hammer and the decocker add some weight, slightly heavier.
You know what I keep catching myself doing? Maybe it's product placement, maybe it's bias, but it feels like you compare every pistol in your head starting from Glock. Like a Glock. This one's kind of like a Glock. In your opinion, what's the best pistol, the best sidearm you've used?
Glock. Still Glock. Because it's the baseline pistol, I'd say Glock. But from what I've worked with, maybe in second place would be Heckler and Koch. Because Heckler has a lot of advantages. In some aspects, even better than Glock itself. But still, Glock is the foundation.
I thought you'd say Heckler, because it's similar to Glock. Let's put it back together. I lock it on the slide stop again. Rotate the lever back. Release it from the slide stop. It's definitely easier to do with the right hand. All right, now we're moving from theory to practice. We're going to shoot.
First we take the pistol, take the magazine, and seat the magazine into the pistol.
That part I know, yeah.
Next, step 2, we chamber around. Like this, push the hand forward. We'll try that again in a moment. Alright, establish your grip and fire 3 aimed shots into the center of the target.
I can. There we go.
Problem? Misfire. Yes, there it is. There it is. Controlled trigger press. Seat the magazine. No, doesn't matter. Seat the magazine. Come on, keep going. There. 2 controlled shots. Yes?
See? Left-handed.
Now let's do 3 controlled shots into the alpha zone, to the head.
To the head? All right, let's do it.
3 controlled shots.
Ready?
Go. Good. After that, remove the magazine and unload the pistol. Make a controlled trigger press into the target. Let's switch pistols.
All right. Before we switch, we did pretty well. I mean, realistically, a pistol is designed for close.
Yes, the key thing is grouping. And the grouping in principle is there.
So even if I'm making a mistake, I'm at least consistent in making that mistake.
Yes, exactly.
Here you go. Your pistol.
First thing, whenever you take a weapon from someone, you have to do this. Remove the magazine. So we remove it. Then we check the chamber, the magazine well, and the breech face. After that, we make a controlled trigger press into the target. Alright, the weapon is clear. Now we can manipulate it. Insert the magazine firmly into the pistol. Rack it, good. Now fire 3 aimed shots to the head, into the A zone. Go ahead. And 3 more.
Why aren't you hitting? First time was good. At the beginning, you told me the CZ would be more precise. And I agree with you. A lot of it is me, sure. But the CZ really did group tighter. Or maybe I'm just tired. Yeah, I'm tired already. How many mags have we run?
Still, the CZ does have a slightly longer barrel. That's one factor. Another nuance, it has a hammer, and it has a very good trigger with smooth take-up. You can fire with very little effort. Because of that, the pistol dips less, and your shots end up more precise. Let's try a little drill now. 2 quick shots to the body, then 1 aimed shot to the head.
Then you go first. I'll watch and repeat exactly the same.
All right.
That headshot was clean. And the body shots weren't bad either.
Your turn.
It broke.
That was epic.
So, Amur, what's your rule? Whoever breaks the target goes and fixes it, right? Before I head off to repair it, I just want to thank you. First of all, for giving your time, and for trusting a weapon to someone who maybe shouldn't always be trusted. I did my best. This was extremely informative. And of course, operator of the Special Operations Forces, thank you for your service. It's kind of symbolic. When you're shooting a pistol, the bullet feels so small. It almost feels like the safest thing there is.
But when you look at this target, you see it's definitely not the safest thing on this planet.